Hello everyone, this video is going to be about the new tablet menu that is in the new version of Embroiderware. Basically on the right hand side here we have what I'm calling the tablet menu, which gives you some of options that are easily available to you where you wouldn't be using a mouse, you'd be using a pen and a tablet. And in this case we're going to digitize an A, and I'll go through the steps to do that. So first I'm going to start digitizing the A in the order that I think I'm going to do it. So I'm going to have this cross go over last, and so I'm going to digitize the legs. You can see it's very fast to, using a pen is very fast to digitize. You might want to consider getting a Wacom tablet, or if you already have a tablet computer, getting a pen for your tablet computer. There's many available. I believe Dell has some good ones, HP has some good ones. So if you already have a tablet computer that you can get a pen for, you might want to consider using that for digitizing. So in this case, I didn't like what I did there. I'm going to use the delete button. Now on my pen tablet, I can press the button and I can get a right mouse click. Well, actually I can't. So I have the right mouse click down here. So you can just select, in this case I'm going to delete last point. So that gives you the ability to do that. So which makes it nice. So much faster to use a pen when you're doing this kind of digitizing. Okay, now that we have the basic satins laid down, I'm still using a pen here. You don't have a right mouse button, zoom with the mouse type of thing, so you can just use the pen to move the objects around here. So what we're going to do now is we have some quick items here where this is select and edit points. So if you do that select and edit points, you can simply click on the object and it will automatically select it, and it will put it into the edit points mode. So at this point you can go ahead and clean up your design. I can select this guy, adjust him, select again, select this guy, adjust him. Now you notice there aren't any stitch lines shown because I have a quick menu button here to show and hide stitches. Now I've adjusted all the stitches. I still have the original graphic behind, and this graphic I'm going to go ahead and delete because I no longer need it any longer. So you can see that the graphic is these two items here. And I'm just going to delete them. And now all I have left is the satins. Now I'm going to select all the satins and I'm going to use this feature here, which is basically going to put down below the satins a underlay that's a zigzag, which is good for satins. It's a little shorter than the width of the actual top satins. And I'm going to put those to the top of the stitch order. So now I'm going to basically go ahead and lay out this letter. So I'm going to turn everything off, kind of see where I get started here. So generally you want to go from the left into the right, and so this is okay, and then that one is probably out of sequence. So we're going to go ahead and take this and move this up in the stitch order such that it's the second item in the list. So we look here, we got the first one, the second one, and we got the third one. Now you notice that this is not going in the right stitch order because it's going down here. Now what you could do is you could add a line, or you could just change the stitch order of that particular object by selecting it first. Well, actually you don't have to select it in this case. Go to the stitch order switching button and click it, and now it's switched. Now we have the last cross, and that cross we probably want to switch that as well. Now you can see there's a jump line here. So right now we have a new feature in embroidery where whatever item you selected last in the list will be the next graphic will be drawn after that. So if you select here and we draw a line and we kind of tell it where to go, this is going to be a running stitch. You'll see that now the running stitch goes there, and the running stitch was inserted there. So the next part we go to is we're going to do this, let's say first, and then we're going to cover over with a cross. So that's fine where that is. We're just going to have to show a path on how to get there. So we're just going to do another running stitch from here to here to here. And now you have a running stitch going to that path. And the next path will be that one, and we don't want that one. We want this one instead. So we're going to move this up in the stitch order. So that's the next one. You can see that there's a little running stitch here, or a little jump stitch. That's fine. We'll just leave that as is. And it's going to end here. And then basically we're almost done. Basically we have just this to go this way. Rather than go all the way over here, let's draw a running stitch over to that. So we're going to select this as the last item that we're stitching. And we're going to go from the end of our last stitch out, which would have been this, over to here. So when we actually do the movie, you'll notice that does the underlay, does these in sequence, and then the A is done.